Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's Get in Tune. I'm Michael Gracia, and I have a fantastic show. Just give me 1 second. I'm just going to turn my fan real quick so it's not blowing directly into the mic. Okay. You might still hear it. I might have to readjust, but hello again. So we got a few people watching tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got a really fun show. I want to say hi to Dylan and to Digital Villain Studios and to Michael in the audience. Hey everyone. We got a team coming on in a few minutes, and I will have them introduce themselves. They have a new comic coming to Kickstarter very soon called DARKFORM. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about what's going on and with it and how it came about and all the fun stuff that you guys did. If you were here just a few moments ago, I showed my latest Wiz comic that came out today. It's another Wiz Wednesday, so check it out at the Wiz comic on Instagram and Facebook. Okay, let's start bringing on people. Let me bring everyone on, then we'll do an introduction. Hello, everybody.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Hey. How are you, guys? What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, Marco?
Hey, I gotta say, Anibal. How are you, man?
Danny, how you doing, buddy?
How are you, Junior?
Good, chilling.
So we got also, I want to say hi to George Medina in the audience, and who was that just popped on? ASP Imagination. Dylan says hi. Everyone's saying hi. All right, so I'm just going to go around the screen here, and you guys can introduce yourselves and tell us who you are for this project. All right, so let's start right next to me. I know that is Anibal because he's been on before, and just tell us who you are, and then we'll just move around the screen.
All right, just for pronunciation's sake, my name is Anibal Arroyo.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Not directed at you. I'm okay with that. But me and Mark had a discussion earlier about it, and so I'm just reiterating on that.
Right.
I am on this project. I am actually a little bit of everything. I guess I could technically call myself editor-in-chief, maybe. I'm a behind-the-scenes guy, putting all the pages together, going through the script and doing layouts and that sort of thing. So that's been my role. As well as inker. That's been my role on the DARKFORM.
Awesome. Let's move down to Mark and Danny.
What's up? How are you? How you doing? Go ahead, Dan.
I'm Daniel Russomano. I guess my role is we could call me the producer. And me and Mark have been friends for a very long time. 30 years. 35 years.
35 years, yeah. Wow. And I'm the creator and writer of the DARKFORM. I'm the crazy one that came up with this thing.
Awesome. And then we have Junior.
Hello, everyone. I'm Junior Mejias, and I am the penciler on this project. And I got to do a little bit of coloring.
Awesome. Awesome. So let's start with Mark then, because Mark, you're the creator.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about the story without giving too much away, and how you even came up with it too as well?
Well, I've been writing for 40 plus years now, and I started out as a screenwriter, and the story came about 12 and a half years ago as a screenplay. And I just, things were coming to me constantly, and I put all the characters together, and Hellfire, you'll see a character called Hellfire and the DARKFORM. They face off. It's an incredible story. I just, I don't want to give too much away, but
yeah,
I want to make sure you know it's going to come and it's going to hit hard. It's going to be a big story.
Awesome. So we have a comment from George who says he has a question. Who lettered it?
He's still working on it.
He's still. Well, George is a fantastic.
He actually had to re-letter it. When we got the proof back, the text was too small, so he actually is in the process. Mark, just to keep you up, he's in the process of actually re-lettering the entire thing because the font was just too damn small.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, going through that now, so it should be done soon.
Now he's doing it as we speak, he says.
Yeah, there it is. Yep.
Awesome. So, whoops. Behind that. All right. So, before we get into the, talking about the art, Mark, you were saying DARKFORM started off as a screenplay. What genre is it? Who's your target audience?
It's a sci-fi drama. It's more of like 18 and older.
Okay.
Because it's got a sexual,
adult themes.
Adult themes, and So that's what I target for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the
language.
And the language is a lot of
it's also got a little bit in it. Mark, if I may, it also has a little bit of a supernatural kind of element in it. You know what I mean? So it's a sci-fi supernatural. Yeah. It's got a little bit of that in it.
So far, you're speaking about a lot of what I like to read, so that's good.
Oh, wait till you read it, man. Wait till you read it. And the next ones are gonna blow you away because it's gonna be great.
So this is the start of a series, or
yes?
Okay.
Yes, because it's actually a movie trilogy I wrote.
Okay.
The DARKFORM. It's called the movies that I started from the DARKFORM is adaptation of it is called Vengeance of Hellfire.
Okay.
So Hellfire takes the main stage, but the DARKFORM is the primary person in it, and he's stopping Hellfire from this world destruction. It's going to be again. I don't want to give too much away because I want you to be on the edge of your seat because you're going to read it and you're going to go, "Oh my God, this guy's crazy."
All right, we got it. We got a comment from Dylan says, "What is DARKFORM?" Well, we can't answer that right now. That's what you got to buy the book for to probably read. Correct? Yes.
Yes.
You got to keep you in some mystery. Let me give you the screen real quick. Why can't I give you the screen? There it goes. Whoops, there it goes. That's
guys,
gorgeous.
This is actually the proof. Cover was done by Junior. He did pretty much everything on this. I think I inked over this, and he did the colors, the pencils, and the layout on this. It's all him. The logo, I'm shouting everybody out. The logo was designed by George Medina himself, our letterer, and the interior pages obviously were penciled by Junior, inked by myself, lettered by George Medina, and colored by my guy Lance Catan, all the way out in the Philippines. I send him the link to this, so hopefully if he's I don't know the time difference there, he might be already sleeping or whatever. So when you see this, buddy, I'm shouting you out. Thank you. You're a very useful guy to have. And of course, our financer, Daniel Russomano, has his hand in this as well, and the creator, Marc Saporito. So yeah, this is the book. Waiting on getting the corrections done, then I'll send it out and get the bulk order going, and we'll be all set. So yeah, this is what
sounds great. That sounds great. Actually, I did want to move next to Danny and say, how did you get involved with the project?
Well, Mark and I have been friends for many years, and he kind of came into a little financial difficulty with the comic book.
Mm-hmm.
So
comics are expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive. You know, every time you turn around, you're putting money out for different things.
Right.
And I kind of came on board with Mark financially, and in the second issue we have a little bit more. I'm a little bit more involved in the second issue than the first issue.
He came in like the last part of when we were financing it, and I had to pull Danny in.
But me and Mark are more like we're more like brothers than friends. We've been friends a long time. We're very close, and
we work together.
We work together.
Maintenance guys.
So that's how I kind of came into the scene.
Nice. Let's go to, let's go to Anibal. You were saying you had your hand kind of in a lot of different things, and you gave yourself a lot of titles, which I don't remember at the moment now.
I make them up as I go along.
Tell us a little bit about how you got involved in the project.
Sure.
And what kind of stuff were you doing, or are you doing on the project?
Well, I'll take it back a couple of years when I first met Mark. I met him through and I'm gonna skip all the drama. I'll just get to like the facts.
Yeah.
Let's stick to the facts on this time.
We don't
I
want
met
to
him
get
through a mutual. Yeah, that guy doesn't need any more shine.
Yeah.
I met him through a mutual friend, and initially I was supposed to work on the book. This was back in 2016.
16.
And
Yes.
things didn't pan out. I got as far as doing a couple of major character designs for him. I think I did about 4 or 5 like the main character designs, and it didn't pan out. So we went our separate ways. And 6 years later, in 2022, last year, exactly a year ago,
Yep,
Mark
right
reached
on
out
now.
to me and told me he still wanted to do the book. Whoever he had before me, that didn't pan out. And he came back to me. We always had a good rapport. You know what I mean? Mark's a fun-loving guy. I'm a
Yes.
fun-loving guy. We got along great. And we linked up as if no time had passed in between, like as if those 6 years hadn't even happened.
It
You know
was
what I mean?
seamless. It was seamless.
Right, yeah,
man.
right
Awesome,
back into
awesome.
it.
Perfect.
I had some other projects that I'm still working on of my own. Like I said, I have my hand dipped in a lot of different projects. So I knew I couldn't take the project on the way he needed me to. He wanted pencils and all. I couldn't do that. So my next best idea was to reach out to my good buddy Junior Mejias, who I met at NJCU, who I knew loved to work on pencils, and he's a hell of a guy, very professional. That was the next best thing to me doing him. I kue would be to hand it off to him. So I ended up inking over Junior's pencils, in that way, and then everything else I just. You know what I mean? I still do the way my process is. I do the thumbnails. I read through the script and try to, because again, it's got to be translated from a screenplay into a comic book script. So
Yes,
I went through that process. It's a painstaking process, as you guys know, and I went through that to translate it and to get it as thumbs and be able to have it ready for Junior to draw. So yeah, that's one of the many hats I wore. So yeah, and I'm continuing to wear hats. There's many more hats to be worn.
That's great though. Great,
So, yeah.
great. All that experience though. You have the knowledge and you're able to help and do all that.
yeah.
That's fantastic.
It was great, man.
Junior.
Yes.
So we just heard how you got involved.
Pretty much, yeah.
But since you're the artist, and the cover was your artwork for was your pencils.
So the back cover is his too.
The back cover. Let me give you the screen real quick.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
I want to make sure
that is a
everybody gets
nice
the shine.
piece.
Yeah, that's all done digitally, correct, Junior?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yep.
Dude, you're asking all my questions.
You're gonna have to mute me.
Why am I here today? Why am I here?
I want to tell you what that's about, but I don't want to give it away.
Yeah, that's
we know what it's
scene.
about.
But
it's like to me that's the greatest part. Like the back of the cover, I know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, when you see it, you know the story.
When you
know
see
what
it, you'll see it, and you'll say, "Oh my god!"
Yeah,
that's
awesome.
what I did.
Well, let me ask some questions then that nobody else asked him yet, and just find out a little bit about your background as an artist. Since we know you work digitally now, tell me who are some of your influences that maybe you looked at or referenced when you were drawing this?
Well, actually, I dabble in both, but I prefer traditional. There's nothing like my lead holder and my kneaded eraser.
Yeah,
I love that. Digital, it's more like I have to because it's an industry thing, so I have to learn it and use it for coloring. But to get back to the question, 100%. Whenever I'm gonna pencil something, even if it's the same drawing I've looked at a million times, I always go back to Greg Capullo and J. Scott Campbell. Those are my top 2.
Oh wow, nice.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Nice. But let's see. Let's go to some comments. There was a question that I was going to come to a little later in the show, but let's come to it right now. How and when can we acquire DARKFORM?
The $1 million question.
Yeah, I guess.
George,
George, if you're listening, George, are you still lettering? The answer is when George is done with the lettering, and everything's corrected, I will send it to the printer, and as soon as that's done, within that couple of weeks time span or whatever, it'll be available for at least pre-orders. And the plan is ultimately to get an online crowdfunder to kind of, get a little buzz going around it and expand it. So, but for those of you that cannot wait, we will, we'll work something out. All right. So yeah, the book is done. It's all done.
That's awesome.
Coming soon.
Awesome. And crowdfunding, you thinking Kickstarter, Indiegogo? How you guys?
I'm leaning towards that new one. The guys had the founder of I think it's called Crowdfunder, something like that. It's
is that the government based one?
I don't know that part of it, but I know everything the guy was saying sounded pretty damn good. I mean, like for a new, like he sold this thing great. And the best part about it, the thing that stood in my mind the most is you can run it simultaneously with a Kickstarter. And I'm like, why not? You know what I mean? If you got a Kickstarter, get all the people, because that's the one everybody knows. Why not try to do a second one on that other one? You know what I mean? You can't lose.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. That's awesome. Wow, man. Do you guys, outside of what you showed already, is there any artwork you have digital, anybody, that I could share with the audience so they can get maybe a preview of an interior, preferably without the lettering, so that they have no clue what's going on dialogue wise?
Let me see. I might have something. I got to open up my Junior. You got anything over there? You might be faster than me. You can share your screen. So. I'm opening up my Photoshop to see if I have anything on that. It'd be cool to like you're thinking about sharing the screen, right, Mike? Like
if you can just share it, or if you want to send it to me. I forgot to ask you guys to
totally
send me stuff. I have to apologize. I've had a very busy work week.
Yeah, so it's been one of those. Yeah, for me too.
But yeah, no, I'm. Let me tell you something. I'm excited from the artwork. You know, I have always hated the term, you can't judge a book by its cover, but that's how we all judge books. And the artwork is gorgeous.
Right.
You know,
it pops, man. It just comes out at you.
I think comics is the exception to that rule. I mean, right? The cover is what it's all about. The cover's going to grab you, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anibal, if you go to the Facebook Messenger, you could just pull up any of the pictures. We send them back and forth.
Yeah, I thought about that too. Yep, I'm trying to do that now.
Just let me know when. I'm really excited to see interiors on this. I want to see, sequentials. It's actually interesting just knowing Anibal's work. The cover art looks like actually you could have drawn it.
Yeah,
you guys have a very similar style. Yeah. I like that.
My wife says the same thing. That's why I said the next best thing to me I knew would be Junior, without a doubt.
Well, and the artists that he mentioned, are those some of your influences too?
Oh, who do you think he heard them from?
So you introduced him to the world of J. Scott Campbell?
Yeah. I got a couple of years on Junior. Okay, he basically could be my son. All right, that's the age difference. Wow. I know you can't tell. I've aged gracefully, let's say, but yeah, I'm a lot older than him, and some of his influences are definitely mine, and vice versa too. He's the younger guy. He's in tune with what's going on now, so it kind of works both ways. But yeah, definitely.
And being the younger guy, you definitely have the energy to draw. How many pages was this?
Absolutely. This book in particular, he worked on about, what was it, 18 pages?
Yeah, about 18 pages,
18?
yeah.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm having a hard time.
Okay, if you don't have stuff, that's fine. We don't need to wait around there. Just send it whenever. We'll pop it over.
I think I might have too many things open, and it's just like not letting me get in there.
I have one. I think I can send it to you. So like the latest message you'll get right now.
Okay, yeah.
It's 19 pages according to George, but
we added.
He's only the letterer, so what does he?
Yeah, know?
Right. We had to add a couple of pages.
What does he know?
He made the font too small, so otherwise it'd be ready right now. I'm kidding with you. I love you, George. But what was I gonna say? I'm sorry.
Hey, Mike. Yeah. If I send this to you in Messenger, is that cool?
Yeah, I'll just open up another window. Let me just open another window up.
Yeah.
And then I could just move that here. Open up Facebook, and then you'll have me looking around, seeing what's going on my Facebook right now.
I think I got it.
Okay, let's. Ooh, that is gorgeous. All right. Just where the hell did that go?
You got it, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Open with Photoshop so I can see it better. Okay, let's share this right here. I gotta say, the opening reminds me a little bit of Swamp Thing. Like the movie.
Yeah,
it takes place in
the cabin, there.
Yeah. But it has that like from the original movie, I think.
Oh
kind of
yeah, I remember the movie. Yeah.
So you guys, this is let me just get the magnifier. Caps lock on. Hold on.
Now, just for context, before like you get it, this was the first, I believe, one of the first, if not the first page we did. When I saw this, I knew like this like you know what I mean. Just this put it into perspective. I'm like, this is what it's gonna look like. Holy moly! Like
Anibal said, this guy is crazy, man. I'm working with a crazy man.
Goosebumps, Mark. Goosebumps. Did you get the goosebumps?
Goosebumps. That's my thing, man. Every time Anibal, I'm sorry, man.
It's okay.
Every time he sent me a picture, I was getting chills because I just felt it. You know what I'm saying? I was freaking out, man. I said, this is going to be one hit, and I knew it.
It's beautiful. It really is. Who's the colorist again?
This is our guy Lance Catan, the guy out in the Philippines.
He's in the Philippines.
I've been working with him for years on many different projects. He's like my go-to guy.
I love the texture that he got on the trees and the shack here.
Good page.
It's a beautiful. Text. That's the first page. You can tell what's going to happen already.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, no, I like this a lot. And you've worked on this book for a year now, is what you're saying.
The last year was the first. Yeah, we got together.
Yeah,
we had our first meeting up again, and
it actually the actual art production process of it started around like April, I think. Is that correct?
Yes.
Around April, right? And it technically ended around like August or September, with like, you know, periods of time in between where like we halted and went on to other things, just, you know, life gets in the way type of thing. But yeah, pretty much the entire year we pretty much dedicated to something to do with the DARKFORM, all of 2022.
Awesome. So, well, I just want to say in the audience, we now have Ray Felix.
Ray,
hey,
the
Ray.
hero. We're on with him next week, guys. This is the show I told you I booked for us. Ray Felix, interesting guy. You'll have a blast.
Interesting guy is the way. Is the right way.
Me and Mike know him pretty good, so yeah, that's putting it mildly, right, Mike?
You could watch my video from, was it last week? I did it,
a lot of fun.
where we talked about the Wiz. And Ray had some comments about my character.
I heard he did a cartoon about it, right? He did his own version.
Did a cartoon. It's got a
not suitable for youngsters.
It's got a greater than symbol in there. And then he says, "What a nice comic, talented artists, definitely characters. This is stunning. The art is stunning. I agree.
Yeah, thank you, buddy.
I am sold on the first page alone.
All right, that's my boy.
Yeah,
what's up, bro?
Nice.
Interesting is an understatement. Talking about Ray.
Thank you.
With Ray too. We've known him for years.
Yeah, no, Ray's an awesome guy.
Yeah,
super knowledgeable about comics.
Oh, he knows his shit. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yep.
I'm on the hand here. Just want to make sure I'm on the right tool. But yeah, no, this is fantastic. You know what I really like is in this first panel how you just got a tire for no reason tied up to a tree. I like it's just a nice little detail. Was that something in the script?
It used to be a nice family. It used to be a nice family house like that. You know, back in the day, back maybe in the 1920s. But then what happens there is crazy. You get wait till you see it, man. I'm so excited.
No,
I can't wait.
This is selling me. Let me ask you: are you going to have any digital tiers in your crowdfunding?
Oh yeah. Awesome. There'll be the PDF and yes, for sure.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to all that there. Ray, we're not gonna comment on that one. What was I gonna say? I was just looking at the comments besides Ray, see if I missed anything here. Yeah, no, didn't miss anything. All right, guys. So I'm interested in the crowdfunding. I know it's not up yet. You're thinking, when do you think the crowdfunding will start?
The plan is I would like to launch it on Marc's birthday, which is April 10th.
April 10th.
Yeah.
April 10th. So we got a couple of months before,
right.
What, like 3 months, is it?
Yeah, which is perfect because that gives us enough time. Hopefully that gives us enough time to build up the buzz and kind of, promote that. That's part of the reason why we're speaking tonight. I want to, have a lot of activity leading up to it. That's why I just started those Instagram pages, and I'm trying to post and share and get the buzz going.
Do you have a link to the Instagram pages? Because I would love to share them with the audience. I don't.
Wow. Yeah, I don't have anything here. But
if you could get them and drop them into the private chat,
sure. Yeah,
I'll copy and paste them over into the comments section for everyone. Yeah, no, I was gonna ask. So the crowdfunding's not coming for a few months. So obviously the book will be ready by then, because the book's ready now, except for the fonts that need to be adjusted. Right. But are you looking, outside of the podcasts, what are you guys looking into promotion wise? Are you looking into you got the what's it called, the Instagram accounts and stuff, but Facebook. I'm not asking for your marketing plan. I'm just like, what are you guys going to be doing over the next few months to really build this up? Because I know, Marc, you don't want to give away too much.
That's why I'm not saying much, but
but at the same time, I'm just curious to know more about, like you've already sold me. I'm not going to lie to you. You've sold me on this. Just tell me it was a sci-fi supernatural story. All right. That is out. If you added fantasy to the mix, I'm just in love. That's the type of guy I am with this work. And I love the artwork that I've seen. But are you going to be kind of hinting at more artwork soon that you could share, or little things story wise, or how, like, what's the what can we expect?
That's basically why we set up the Instagram pages. What I do is I post like teasers and all kinds of like little what do you call it, like breadcrumbs. Kind of, I throw out little hints and little panels and little things to kind of entice the audience. And in terms of broader scale promotional and that type of thing, Marc will be working with a web designer to try to get a website together.
That's what I was talking to him last night. We're getting ready,
hoping to have that set up. Yeah, hoping to have that set up by or around the same time as the online crowdfunder, and have that linked to the website. So yeah, we're all within budget. You know what I mean? We're all working class citizens here. There's nobody with deep pockets like that. So whatever's within our budget is what we're doing in terms of promoting and advertising. Awesome. And again, I think for me the best thing is word of mouth. You know what I mean? You can't fail with word of mouth. So the more people you get talking about it and interested in it, that's a plus for the whole cause.
Well, I will be sharing this, and by the way, I just put the Facebook link in the description. I want to open up and see. You said it's DARKFORM on Instagram.
It's there's one called let me see, what is it called?
DARKFORM.
I did like 3 of them, but there's one that I mainly post on. If you go to DARKFORM Rises, just like that, DARKFORM Rises, that's the one I've been using. That's the one I actually promoted our appearance tonight on tonight's show with you on. It's got about 12 posts at this moment.
All right. I'm going to share that link now.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, guys. Listen, anything I can do to help promote indie comics is why I'm here,
Yes.
The indie world is what I love in comics. I love it in animation as well as mainstream animation. But that's what the show is about. It's about supporting the indies and making sure that there's stuff out there. So just because you have a few things on the Instagram page, I'm going to move over. I'm going to stop the screen share here and move over to the Instagram page. Not that. That's the wrong button. And let's window Instagram right here. So now we're looking at that. That's the ad I created. So let's see what we got. So this is the cover. No, that's
the back of
that's the back
cover.
cover.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back cover. And
It's
while
so
I'm
good,
here,
it could totally be a cover. I mean, like,
hold on. While I'm here, before I forget, oh, I'm already following. Never mind. I'm not going to follow it again. I will have to like this because I do. This is the interior. Tells all about who you guys are here.
Yep.
And you got a nice dedication page there, a little dedication.
That's all my children, all my family.
Yeah. I gotta say, I when I first read a special thank you to, I don't know how to say the last name. Is it Trabucco?
Alan Trabucco.
Trabucco, sorry.
Yes, he's my good friend. He's a good friend of mine. He at the time he picked me up, like, he introduced me to a lot of people, and like when I needed to talk to somebody, he was there for me.
Yeah.
So he's a good friend of mine. So I put him in there for.
Awesome. Well, I mean, that's great.
Good
I just
man.
want to say I skipped over his last name and just read Alan Scott. And being a Green Lantern fan, that was the original Lantern name. I kind of geeked out for a second. I'm like, Alan Scott, and we do have a comment here that it's Ray Felix says the back cover looks
it does, right?
Yeah. And then is this Rick? I can't see the name.
Yeah, I know Rick. Yeah, that's
Rick. He says this needs to be the promotional poster. I agree. Yeah. I would love to see the back cover.
Right.
As just the poster.
It's badass.
That is badass, great. Man. That guy.
That is.
And I know, and it's in my head. I know where he's going. That guy. Right. So it's like popping out at me. I'm like, don't go in there right now. That's what I'm saying to him, man. But you'll see what happens. Yeah, it's gonna be and it's gonna be crazy.
That's great.
I have no shortage of ideas. So awesome. You're going to see a series it's going to elevate everything that you see. I'm so excited, man.
No, it sounds like it. I think it sounds like all of you are excited about. Like this was a project of love for all of you, even though
yes, very much so.
A lot of time consumption and a lot of sleepless nights with me writing it and trying to write it and driving Anibal crazy. Back and forth talking, and everything worked out all right, man. It's a labor. It's good. It's a good feeling though.
Yeah. Junior, what size did you draw this at? Could this become their promotional poster?
I believe this is 11 by 17.
Okay, yeah, totally. That's awesome. I'd get an 11 by 17 of that. All right, let's see. Ooh. Little man of mystery here or something.
Yes, that's the dark form in the scope. There's a scope.
Nice. Ooh.
That's Hellfire. There's Hellfire. He's the enemy.
I feel like I've seen this image before.
I've shared it before. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have shared it before. I think I did a video of like a time lapse thing one time.
Was this one of the guys you did? I remember. Maybe it was last year. You were doing like just nothing but monsters for like a month or something.
Yeah, he probably was one of the guys.
Yeah,
I'm known to do that. I'll go through like these little phases or whatever. Yeah.
That was one of the first images you did. Remember, Anibal?
Yes. Yep.
Nice. I do remember seeing this piece. We do got a comment. Michael, who is it? I'm sorry, I just covered. San Martino says, who was the flatter?
I guess our colorist did his own flatting. Michael Flats as well. He's also a comic book creator, good buddy of mine, and he double dips. He'll write and he also does flatting, so that's why he's asking. But yeah, the colorist flattered himself.
Awesome. So yeah, I mean that's true, Rick. He said as long as the source file as long as you got the source file, it could be scaled
to
any size. Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, buddy.
This piece. I remember seeing this. I don't know which. I mean, hitting like, but I remember seeing this piece and liking it a lot. It's nice angles. You got good camera angles here. This is nice. This is the this is the cover, right?
Yeah,
that's the cover.
Cover, yeah.
That's the guy looking up there. That's his name is Dax Shavo. He's he's becomes Hellfire. Then you got the Dark Form's crouching there, and that's the Dark Form's father holding up the specimen that he created, and that's the mom and that's the Dark Form and the mother when he was a child. He had cancer. He had terminal cancer, and I don't want to go back into the story.
Yeah.
But you'll see it elevate as the time goes on. When it goes on.
This is great. How's that? Oh, I accidentally hit the. Let's see. We got the ones above it. Man, this is looking good. I really am enjoying the color. I'm not one for a lot of color because I'm colorblind. But I'm just loving the texture that he brings to these here. It really ages the area. It gives it a sense where, it is kind of a little bit of maybe a rundown place that he's working. I like this. Gulp. And then we got some here. We saw this. Oh, we shouldn't see it with the text right now. This is nice though. I really like this. I think this is going to be a great book.
Thank you.
And then one of your videos. I love your studio. You always start with your name.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
This guy, he's one heck of an artist,
he's
man.
The best.
He's the best. He's the. Yeah. I'm blown away, man. Every time these guys send me something, I'm like floored because what he's doing, it's weird. Like as a writer, he's taking the images out of my mind and just putting them on, putting them in the book. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I never had to say you have to do this different or
not one
different.
time.
Not one time. Right there.
Yeah. Every time we see any illustration,
they send me pictures. It's
everything. We never said, "Hey, let's do this over."
Yeah.
We don't like that. Everything was great the first time.
Honestly, and I'm telling you, it was flawless. It was always flawless. I'm blessed to have these men in my life, man. These guys.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to thank everybody,
man.
But we want to say thank you to our team and everyone else for supporting us.
Yep.
And we'd like to thank everyone for tuning in also and watching tonight because we're very excited about this. And we just wanted to thank everyone for watching and supporting us. And our team, they're amazing.
100 billion%.
You got a great team. And by the way, Mark, is this your first comic?
This is my first comic. Like I said, I'm a screenwriter. I like screenwriting. And it was my first comic. When somebody said a comic, I love all the movies and Marvel and DC. I get into all that, but I never thought about making a book. It was always like a screenplay. But I'm glad I did.
No, that's great.
It's a different dimension. You know what I'm saying? It challenges you. So it's great. Man.
And just out of curiosity, why did you decide to go from screenplay to comic with this particular story? And not one of your others.
From the guy that we mentioned before, Alan, my friend Alan. He goes, he had a friend that he said, I gave him one of my. I'm also an author too. I have a book out, New Dawning. It's on Amazon, and what he told me, he goes, Mark, he goes, I have a friend. Let's see if we could give him the screenplay in the book. So I said, all right. And the guy he's more into comic books. He made his own comic book series. And what happened was he took my screenplay with the piece of Vengeance of Hellfire, and then we started making a comedy. He said I could make a comic book, and I never knew how to do it. I just sat down, I broke everything apart, and did the best I can. And that's how it all became. So I'm happy I did because it's I could see a lot of things. I could see a movie with this. If somebody comes out, I could see movies and a lot of different things.
Excuse me. Yeah. No, It looks like something with a lot of potential for different crossover genres or mediums. I mean, crossover mediums. There was a question I wanted to ask Junior, and I lost my train of thought. It's no one's fault. I just I was looking at.
Anibal asked it already.
What was it? It was about I mean, it was about the artwork. I don't know if I remember it. I'll come back to it. It just slipped my mind, and I don't. Sometimes I write down questions before the show because I have specific things I want to ask.
Yeah, I do.
Usually, I just kind of go conversational where the conversation takes me.
Right.
Today, I decided to go conversational, so I didn't really write anything down. But yeah, no, I had a question. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just keep looking at the artwork on Instagram here. I love the costume design of DARKFORM. Now, is that was your design, Anibal, right? That was your design. You designed the character.
It's based on like I said, when I originally did some of the character designs, I did do my version of the DARKFORM, but I had gone through a couple of iterations, and when me and Mark, going back to the backstory, when me and Mark went our separate ways, he found a studio that got him 3 pages of the story done. And that was it. And in that studio, they came up with that iteration of the DARKFORM based on some of the stuff I had done. So I can't take all the credit, but yeah, it came from that. Yeah.
I always like that kind of military, body armor look.
Right.
Yeah.
One of my favorite characters of all time is Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe.
I was thinking of that too. Yeah.
You got Snake Eyes in there, and I see a few others. I mean, a little more modernized version, but it kind of gives me that feel. I love the glowing eyes.
I had a nephew over staying for Christmas. He pointed out, he reminded him of the Mandalorian, the character from the Mandalorian.
I can see that. Yes,
the helmet a little bit.
Yep. I can see that. I'm looking. There's just so many cool things.
Yeah.
Like I can sit as the artist and just look at every page and pick out stuff and be like, "This is awesome. I love that you did this." I just there's just it's so much fun. The coloring, and like I said, the coloring works for me in my eyes, and I always have issues with color. God, let me just see this page real quick again. I don't think there's anything I want to ask on here. I do really, though, enjoy on Junior, your composition per panel. That is something I will bring this up. And I'm not going to do any teaching because I do have my teaching background. I'm not going to teach tonight. That's not how I do it here, at least on this show. But there's something I'm just loving on this page here. And that is and it's something difficult to do. I find, not for me to do, but for some people to do. And it's to create a page that the composition works well overall. But if I was to take away all the panels but one, the composition works in each panel perfectly. So you have you have a great eye on here. I like this.
Although I did have a hand there because obviously I am the penciler, but I can't take full credit for that because not in this project anyway, because this is where one of Anibal's many hats come in.
Okay.
He actually took it upon himself to do all the thumbnails. So most of the angles that you see, he gave to me, so I didn't have much thinking to do other than just draw it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, so I take back everything I said, and
so everything you said is for Anibal.
yes, it goes to you. But I already know the level of your skill. I've seen your work and I love it. I mean, this is great stuff.
There are not to take anything away from Junior as well. There are certain pages where he made some calls on his own, or he suggested doing things slightly different that work as well. So yeah, it works. It goes back and forth. My whole thought process behind the thumbnailing is just to eliminate any like slow lags in production. You know what I mean? Like I handle that. I pass it off to Junior, and it goes and down the assembly line type of thing. So yeah, that was my hand in it, and I enjoy doing that. That's one of the parts of the process that I really enjoy doing. Like that.
Yeah.
It gets intense. So, yeah. Whenever I have a chance to do that, and it's a genre that I love, and people that I really genuinely get along working with, I go all out. You know, put my whole heart into it.
Now, let me ask you this, because I'm usually very much a solo artist. I do a lot of the work myself. I don't usually work with other people. Maybe a writer, occasionally a letterer, but I tend to do everything myself. What is it like collaborating with a team like you guys are? I mean, Marc, I know you say you've done screenwriting, so you've worked with other. Once you give the script away, it's kind of, in other people's hands. But now. Yeah, but now you have, with a comic, even though you are, you have to approve the pages. You said they were great, but I mean, what's the process like working with a team? And this is for everybody. Like, how did you guys feel working together? Are you guys, like a really well-oiled machine, or were there any?
No, it was all well-oiled machine, man. When I say it from my heart, if I could speak, it was seamless. It was we never it was never forced. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was just seamless. We just did it. And we came up with a lot of ideas and put it.
Everything worked out great.
Everything just went smooth.
Yeah.
And I hope that for the future everything goes smooth, because we're ready to roll, man.
That's awesome.
I have no shortage of ideas, and I know they know pencils and colors and images, and I got so many more. That when you see the second issue and the third issue, what I bring in from my mind, it's going to be crazy. You're going to be like, oh my God, that guy, he's out of his mind. But I'm not,
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to say, the one thing that makes me, this is what really sold me on your book. And I'll be honest, I did not remember that the design of DARKFORM, but I remember seeing these images online. This is what truly sold me. I want to draw him. That's what it is. If I see a character that looks fun and I want to draw, then I've got something that I want to be picking up and holding in my hands.
It's something right then, right? If it gives you that feeling. Yeah.
Got a great design. The genre now, sounds so fun. I'm sorry, I keep looking off in other directions, but I'm looking at the screens that I have your artwork up on. So, but yeah, this is really cool stuff. I think this is going to be a exciting book. I can't wait till April. Now, April is when the Kickstarter goes, or the crowdfunding goes up.
Yeah.
How long do you think before this is in the hands of people?
Oh, I mean, we will have like a few select, I guess, small, I guess, inner circle kind of people that, are definitely going to have the book before the crowdfunder, family and close friends and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
We also want to reserve that to have them, kickstart the crowdfund the campaign too, so we can't give too many away, but there will be obviously some comp issues and some friends and family that are going to receive the books like as soon as I get them and send them out to publish. But for the rest of the public, you're going to get the teasers online until right up until the campaign kicks off, and then as soon as that ends, boom, it's right out in the mail.
Just please, but everybody who's watching, just please wait, and we're
don't say it's on George.
We're gonna do it, man, and you're gonna see, because we're gonna make it happen. MDM, man. MDM Studio.
That's
Yeah, no, you guys. I think you guys really have something. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to the other shows you're going to be on. I'm going to wrap up in a moment, but because honestly, I don't know if I have any more questions without asking for more art to see and more of the story to be told to me. I want more right now. That's what I'm excited for.
That's what we want you to know. That's what we want you to. We want you to want more, man.
As soon as George is done, that's when the book will be. So
that was Mike. George. Mike said that.
Who was that? Hold on. Sorry, I'm just getting all these weird notifications going on here. So, yeah, with that. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have cursed. I shouldn't have looked until after the show. I got a text message from Ray.
Uh-oh.
And it's a picture of the Wiz.
Uh-oh.
And Ajax. And I haven't read anything he wrote yet, but I am not showing this to the public. So, but yeah,
Raise a character.
Before I drop you guys backstage and do my wrap up. Is there anything you guys wanna say before we go?
I wouldn't want to work with anybody else but these guys, man.
Awesome.
Yeah. And thank you to the team.
This, man. The team.
Thank you to everybody. Man. Thank you for your support, and thank you for everyone for tuning in. We really appreciate it.
We're gonna do it, man. You're gonna see a lot of MDM studios coming at you, man. We have no shortage of.
Yeah,
talent.
Stay tuned, please.
Stay tuned, man. We'll appreciate.
We won't let you down.
Yeah. No, that's great. That it looks good. It looks good. So, anyone else?
Just keep an eye open. Just stay tuned. Like Danny just said, we're coming your way.
All right.
We're gonna be here, man.
Anything from you, Junior?
Nah, I think it's all been said already.
All right. Well, I'm going to say something none of them said. Make sure you follow them on Instagram and on Facebook. The links are in the comments. All right. I don't know the Facebook page. I haven't clicked on it yet, but DARKFORM Rises is the link that is on Instagram in the comments.
Right.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to drop you guys backstage. I want to thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you so much for having us on.
Oh man, you guys, I'm gonna tell you right now. As soon as the book is ready or you're doing your crowdfunding, let's bring you guys back and talk about the crowdfunding.
Thank you. We'll be glad, awesome. Man. I'll be happy
Thanks for having us, man.
Awesome. Sounds
great. Thank you so much, man.
All right. What's going on? There we go. 2, 3. All right, guys. So that was another fun show for me. I love talking with creators. I love hearing their stories about how their books are getting together and what books are coming out. It's one of the reasons I do my show Get in Tune here. This looks fantastic. It's called DARKFORM. The links are in the comments, so follow the Facebook and Instagram page. They said April, we're going to be seeing the crowdfunding coming out. So pay attention to those pages because I'm sure the links will be on there for you guys to get it. They will be back to talk about the crowdfunding. I'm looking forward to that. And with that, guys, I will see you next week. I have another great guest coming on. And next Wednesday will be another Wiz Wednesday, another great Wiz comic. And I'll see you then. You guys have a great rest of your day, week, and whenever you're watching, man. Thanks for tuning in.